What's up, you guys? This is Ray from Frozen Takes. We're doing our recap of the picks for this week here. I'm rocking my pink shirt for the day. They're doing Spirit Week at the school here. My daughter wanted to dress up with me for Twin Day, so I'm rocking the pink outfit with her today. But doing a little bit of recap here. We had an interesting week here last week. Fred has now dropped out of the Eliminator Challenge, so it is now down to Eric and myself. The three teams that I cannot choose from that I've picked and won are the Cardinals, Colts, and Chiefs. The two teams he has picked and have won are the Bengals and Colts. So, for my Eliminator pick this week, I was looking through a couple different things. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with this. I had a trend going with all the teams that start with the letter C. I was half tempted to pick the Chargers because they play the Giants this week, but there's controversy right now with the quarterback position. They left the door open. Who's going to start with New York right now? Just because of that, I'm taking another surprise pick. I'm taking the 0-2 Houston Texans to win this week. The 0-3 Houston Texans over the 0-3 Tennessee Titans. That should be an interesting game. Houston has looked really rough this year, hasn't broken through yet like a lot of people have thought they would win the division this year. But I think this is going to be the week that they finally break through and get a win over a young Tennessee team. So I am taking the Texans over the Titans for my Eliminator pick this week. Going into our 5 picks here for the week with what we've been doing, we highlight all of the primetime games. We got Thursday night, we got the overseas game on top of the Sunday night game, and 2 Monday night games coming up this week. So those will be our picks for the week here. Going over the standings, I'm not looking forward to this part. We actually have a 3-way tie for first place between Fred, Alex, and Eric, all at 7-3. And then there's me at 5-5. So I need to try to step up my game here, try to catch up with the rest of these guys here, get into the competition. So we have Thursday Night Football, the 2-1 Seattle Seahawks against the 2-1 Arizona Cardinals, the 2-1 Minnesota Vikings against the 2-1 Steelers Sunday morning overseas. Then we got in Sunday primetime the 2-1 Packers at the 1-2 Cowboys, the 0-3 Jets at the 0-3 Dolphins on Monday Night Football, as well as the 2-1 Bengals and against the 1-2 Broncos at Monday Night Football. I think for my picks this week, I'm rolling with Arizona still. I still have faith in them. They just caught the short hand of the stick last week with a game winner. I still think they have a shot at winning the division this year. I'm not backing down from that. I'm picking Arizona Thursday night. The next one here, the Vikings and Steelers, that's a tough one. The Vikings, we don't know what's going on at quarterback right now, and the Steelers, they're up and down. We don't know what to expect a lot from them. I'm actually going to roll with, I think I'm going to roll with Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers on this one over the Vikings. Then Sunday night, Packers and Cowboys, I'm taking the Packers. Yes, we just lost to the Browns. I know. But while granted, give the Browns their flowers, they pulled off the upset. They have a solid defense, and I'm pretty sure Green Bay just went into that with all the hype that's been surrounding them after the first 2 weeks that they looked past them. It's on Green Bay, and I don't want to take anything from Cleveland. They came back in the last 3 minutes and beat us. So kudos to Cleveland. We messed up. But Dallas has looked terrible. I'm not worried about Dallas. I think Green Bay is going to handle the business down there in Dallas and come away with the win. And then the 2 Monday night games, the Jets and Dolphins, I'm taking the Jets over the Dolphins because the Dolphins have just looked terrible this year. They're not the same Dolphins team that we had expected. I was not expecting them to come out this bad. And the Jets are looking relatively better than I expected, especially with Tyrod Taylor coming in and filling in for Justin Fields. I think they're going to be just fine. I think they're going to squeeze out their first win over the Dolphins this week. And then the last one is the Bengals and Broncos. The Bengals looked atrocious last week. They got stomped in the dirt last week. And the Broncos are coming off of 2 rough games to where they just couldn't close it out. And they played really tough opponents to start the year. So I'm giving the edge to Denver in this one just because Cincinnati, you need to figure out what you're doing on offense. It's rough. So those are going to be my picks for the week. I'm rolling with the Cardinals, the Steelers, the Packers, the Jets, and the Broncos. Fred, Alex, your 5 picks, and Eric, me and you, Eliminator. What you got?
Hey everyone, this is Fred from Frozen Takes, and I have my week 4 picks. Here we go. Ray, You're going to love this one. I'm choosing the Seahawks over the Cardinals. They are definitely, they're the team to beat. So, yeah, Seahawks. Then I'm going Steelers over the Vikings. I'm going Packers over the Cowboys. Jets over the Dolphins. And I am going with the Broncos over the almost football team in Cincinnati Bengals. So there's my picks for the week. Alex, what's
Hey
yours?
guys, Alex here with the Frozen Takes crew coming at you with my top 5 picks on my morning commute. So, I am going to be taking the Seattle Seahawks over the Arizona Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. Then in a prime time, well, not really a prime time, a morning game in Ireland, I'm going to take Carson Wentz over Aaron Rodgers. That's right, the Minnesota Vikings are going to continue to roll with Carson Wentz at quarterback. They're going to down the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then I have the Jets. That's right, the 0-3 Jets. They're going to prevail in their matchup this week. And then Micah Parsons in his return to Dallas with the Packers. Boy, howdy, this is a game of 2-1 Packers versus the 1-2 Cowboys. Cowboys, they're going to fall to 1-3. They're going to sorely miss Micah, and it is going to be very apparent how much Micah Parsons meant in Dallas. And then, excuse me, I'm going to take the Broncos in their matchup. The Broncos, they've been off to a bit of a rocky start. Bo Nix and Sean Payton seem to be a little bit at odds, but I'm taking the Broncos. I'm a little bullish on the Broncos this year. I think the Broncos are going to surprise some people, and they're going to sneak into that AFC playoff picture. But this game, they should take it fairly easily.